Hi, my name is Arlie and this is Arlie Tarot, and today we are looking into what your spirit guides would like you to see about yourself. This is mainly aimed at me wanting to complement these collectives, because really what came through was in the channel things that I have was a lot of compliments or maybe affirmation about just how far you've come. It very much feels that way. Even with the cards that wanted to be out here was interesting too. So yeah, I have 3 major arcanas for you to choose from depending on what pile you want. And I'm hearing for some of you, as always, all of them could be for you, because that happens sometimes with my readings. It kind of just flows in continuation. I can't help but just overall looking at the piles see that we have a 1, 10 is a 1, we have a 1 and a 2 and an 11 in the middle, which equals 2 as well. Very interesting. 1 1 1 as a whole for everyone here could be significant. So yeah, pile 1, you have the Wheel of Fortune. These cards are extremely detailed and extremely what is the word? They are channeling inducing, meaning there's a lot to just obtain from looking at the images, and the more you look, the more that you notice things, and it's quite beautiful. This is I'm going to show you the deck that it is because it deserves a shout out. It is this one, the Dreams and Divinities Tarot. The cards are quite big. I'm going to compare it to a regular tarot deck so that you can kind of, and I'll show you the back. Regular tarot, the cards, they're pretty big, which is why I'm saying like the details are there. It's a deck made by a combination of artists, which is why I'm assuming like the I don't know why I'm going on about this, but it might be significant. 222, it is significant. I looked at my my timer, it was 222, and it felt like it was more than a second. It felt like 10 seconds when I was looking at that. Was cool. Okay, anyways, you guys are very magical. Like I said, I love you all. All right, so this deck is a combination of many artists, and they each have their own style, which is like, but the deck somehow is still cohesive, and that's the beauty of it. That's how you know it was channeled, it was magical. It's magical. So the cards are very big, I'm assuming, because of their artist background. They want to make sure that the details are coming through, right? So anyways, pile 1 was the Wheel of Fortune. Pile 2, you have Strength. Strength sometimes is an 8 in some decks, and sometimes it's an 11. In this deck, they use 11 for Strength. Again, the cards are just insane. Okay. I don't know why I'm getting so much glare from here. Hold on a second. There we go. Bear with me. All right. And then we have pile 3 with the High Priestess. Again, so much detail. And we'll get into that because the details here kind of guided me through having a lot of channel messages for each pile. So I don't have any crystals to go along with this. They just want me to show the cards, and that's all there is. Go ahead and pick your piles. Some of you might pick based on numbers. That's what I'm getting as well. Timestamps could be significant, so go look. And yeah, I'll see you in your readings. Hi, pile 1. So if you guys picked the Wheel of Fortune, this is going to be your reading. I have this is going to be a reading about what your spirit guides want you to see about yourself. I have some channeled messages. I also have pre-shuffled things that I want to bring out here to kind of guide the reading as well. But I'm going to leave the card here. I'm going to let you look at it, see what calls for you there, and then I'm gonna give you my channel messages for you, okay? But I kind of just want to leave you with that image there. All right, so for you, I have this is some of the stuff that I channeled. Some of it is like little phrases, some of it is like a whole story. Bear with me. And again, this is a collective reading, so just take whatever resonates. A lot of the channeled messages, right, that I wrote down, I'm being called to just remind you that they are to give confirmation or give affirmation that you are in the right place, like the right reading. But again, it's collective, so what makes sense to you and affirms your choice here could not necessarily be what affirms someone else's choice, and vice versa. Okay, all right. I've never phrased all of that like that before. I do give disclaimers, like as far as affirmation goes, or like you're in the right place, or confirmation, I should say. But I've never over explained it like that. Okay, very interesting. I like you already. Very good with the words. Very good at like, you guys are teachers in your own right. I did not write that down, but that just came through. All right. So there's many versions of you. That's a little quote that I got. 2015 could also be significant. Pentacles, like quite literally, you know, drawing a pentacle. Dandelions by Ruth B, the song. I'm in a field of dandelions, and I know these are not dandelions, but that just reminded me of that, and I could not get it out of my head when I was like looking at this card. So also with that song came along wishing and making a wish, because that's kind of like what that song is about. This is very interesting. I also got relentless hope, which is we'll get into kind of like what that means, because other things came through with that, as far as you're an optimist because of the things that you've been through. But like, I feel like to you view yourself as like maybe hopeful, but not completely. Maybe you think you're like a realist, or kind of more logical and whatever, but really your spirit guides are like, no, you're just relentlessly hopeful, and it's beautiful, and it should be celebrated, and you should just accept the fact that you expect really good things, and the Wheel of Fortune is kind of here to like come full circle for you and be like, yeah, expect good things, because good things come. All right. And then also cycles came through, and magic came through. Is that all? Yes, that is all the channel messages that I have for you. Part one. Although now I'm going to get into looking at the card and kind of channel it a little bit more before we get the oracles out here and the pre-shuffled tarot that I have. Like when I said cycles and also many versions of you, it's clearly depicted here. I mean, you can see it. Sometimes you're down, sometimes you're on your way out, sometimes you're on your way down, sometimes you're up, and sometimes you're in the middle doing all of this at once. There's something about the connectivity, the inner connectivity, or the not inner connectivity, what is the right wording for this? How everything is interconnected with each other. You're kind of realizing that, or your spirit guides want you to pay attention to how much you actually do walk a path that show, like, your life around you shows just how connected and interconnected you are with everything around you, and also all the aspects of you. You might not think that you're a cohesive being. You feel like you fluctuate a lot, and yeah, like I said, sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, sometimes you're in betweens, and you might feel like, yeah, you're unstable in some kind of way, and they're saying you are absolutely not unstable. In fact, you're right where you're meant to be. And I know that's kind of cliche, right? You're always at the right place at the right time, but pile one, you are. Okay, confirmation for you, extra, just like simple. And you know how I know that this is going to resonate with the right people? Because when I say it, it doesn't sound like bullshit to me. You know what I mean? Like, And that in return could let you know that this is for you in that sense, right? You're hearing it and your instinct is not to be like, well, no. It's more of like, you know what? That sounds really very optimistic, but it sounds right. That kind of like that. That's there. That also circles back to and again the wheel and the circles. It's so like on the nose. The whole your spirit guides are kind of funny. They're like the way that you see the world in that connectiveness, how you see patterns or how you see how wordplay is significant and then imagery is significant, and it all kind of like comes in, the puzzle comes into view for you, and that's you in the middle. That's when you tap into that energy, because again, you're multifaceted, right? And you've been growing in this journey as well. So, you know, maybe if you want to look at the wheel, it's like, oh, these are your teens, your 20s, your 30s, 50s, 60s. And then, you know what I mean? Like if you want to see it as that, or if you want to see it in more of a hyper-focused way of like, in my 20s, this represents 10 years, and then every year is like divided up to something. You know what I mean? Like there's everything that you cohesively see as a full story. It's, you have a beautiful mind that can put that together. You have a beautiful sense of, that's part of your mysticism. That's part of your, like, your spiritual gifts as well. And as someone who has had them, you, and I'm talking, speaking about you, not me, as someone who has had them from birth, you might think that everyone sees the world this way, or everyone makes these connections, and they're saying, no, that is not it. Not that you're the only one capable of doing this. Other people cannot get to this, but you are this already. You were born with it. It's kind of time to accept just how incredibly powerful you are. There's something 12:12 on the timer just now, and that makes me think of the Hangman, and being here twice is interesting as that energy, because it's like, yeah, that's literally your energy. Kind of, you do see the world like from a hangman point of view, but you think everybody's seeing it that way, but you don't know that you're the hangman. You know, you don't know that you're upside down looking at things and making sense of them, even though you're upside down. You just think everybody is upside down just like you, and therefore making the same. Oh, this drives me back to, some of you could have some challenges as far as, like, let's say you growing up, you know, like something was wrong in school, like you couldn't learn how other kids learned, and now later on in life you have a diagnosis of maybe dyslexia or ADHD or autism, and now that kind of makes sense to you. That's kind of the energy that I was oh, that's a very practical example. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, it's kind of like you grew up as the hangman, upside down. It's still trying to make sense of the world that you were looking at, and making sense of it nonetheless, and maybe making sense of it in an even more deeper way than other people. But you assume that everybody else around you had the same struggles, and they're saying, actually, no. They're giving you, not to give you credit, back to the school analogy, it's more of like, yeah, but they want you to give yourself credit for how far you've come, and the things that you have actually overcome, and have kind of other things that you've mastered, is how they want me to put it, even though you had your challenges. You know what? It leads me to a card in this deck that I'm about to flip this card, but I don't know what it is. So I want to mention it before I do. That speaks about, I am like everyone else, but with different challenges. And I don't remember what the feeling is. Maybe it's envy. I am like everyone else, but with different challenges. It might be that one, but, you know, take whatever resonates. I'm not saying you're envious of others, but that could also be something that you kind of feel like you're healing. You're envious of how easy things come to others, or you perceive them to be easy, but they're saying, in a way, it's not. Just like you've mastered certain things in this lifetime, other people have mastered other things. And that's just, you know, again, you're like everyone else, but with different challenges. All right. Ooh, self-esteem. I get it. Yes, your spirit guides definitely were talking about this too. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. There's something about believing in yourself and how capable you truly are. Especially if you have a calling to help others in any capacity, whether you want to be a doctor, maybe you want to be a teacher, maybe you want to be a tarot reader, maybe you want to be a channeler, you want to be a medicine woman, a medicine man, whatever it is, a healer in some kind of way, capacity. Whatever it is that there's innate calling that you have to help others, especially others I'm getting now with the same challenges that you've had, and that you've had or keep having, but again, keep overcoming. If you want to help others in that way, they're saying, we're fully here to support you. And that is the right call. That's your confirmation as well. Okay. Wow. Look at you, Pawan. 11. I love that. I love the ones because 10 adds up to 1. So master teacher number again. Some of you are teachers. My goodness. All right. Power with the dragons. Wow, you might have dragon ancestors, dragon spirit guides. You're connected to dragon energy in some kind of way. You might feel called to work with dragon energy. It makes me think of how fire is a bringer of change, even though it's through well, it's through alchemy actually, because it is transforming one energy into another, but it can also be kind of disruptive. Okay. We'll channel a little bit more about that, or I'll ask about that, but that's kind of all they want to give me with that card. So we'll take that, okay? Let's see. Your dreams. 58. Vanishing mirror. Ego sublimation. Sublimation. I'm sorry. Sublimation. Ego sublimation. Maybe shattering some narratives here. Maybe that's what the dragon energy wants to help you with, actually. But also, you're so very powerful. I feel like you're someone as well, the Wheel of Fortune, of course, because you're ever changing, ever evolving. You are someone as well. Your spirit guides want you to know that you transform yourself way more easily than you think you do. You think it takes you a long time to learn lessons or to integrate them. And what I'm hearing from them is no, as soon as we show you the mirror that we put up to your shadows or whatever it is that you're dealing with, especially if you have this path of a healer, you might be dealing with things that are triggers that will then kind of help you develop a system to help, so then that you can implement or help others, how explain to them, well, when I'm challenged with this is kind of what I do. Right? You wouldn't have that kind of system unless you were going through the struggles. So yeah, they're saying as soon as we put up that mirror and your soul recognizes what needs to be changed or alchemized, I should say, because that I feel like this energy is transferring into this one. Even here, like it's something like the energy is being pulled into here. So it's like your power comes from how quickly you are to adapt. You quickly adapt to your surroundings, or you quickly adapt to your quite literally own healing as well, own recognition of what needs to be changed or addressed. Oh, that is okay. No, I get like a feeling of no hesitation to, again, to spin the wheel. There's no hesitation of being like, well, I know I'm here right now, but if I need to be in rock bottom in some kind of sense, right? It doesn't have to be major, but just to give you an example, if I need to be in rock bottom to recognize, to be able to learn this lesson, recognize it and change it, and therefore be better for it or be more aligned to who I am in my path, then you do it. I think you are ready. Your spirit guides want you to know too. You're ready to kind of teach others and pass on your wisdom when you continuously feel like a student in life. And that is beautifully put. Let me circle back and say that again. Okay. Yes. You know you are ready to fully be a teacher and guidance for others when you continuously feel like a student of life. Oh, that is beautiful. That is very beautiful. And if that is a quote somewhere or something, you can let me know if you know of it. But if not, that was a beautiful thing that your spirit guides wanted you to like channel, maybe write down, like remember. Okay. Look at you, Queen of Swords. There's that clarity. Well, this is Libra energy, so it doesn't surprise me, but air energy. There's that clarity. There's that being truthful, just parting the clouds, making sense of things. And look at the wolves. Oh, wow. 4 wolves. Wolves could be significant for you. Hecate could be significant for you as well. And this is not gender specific, by the way. This actually, I prefer personally the energy when you're trying to show me as a tarot reader, when my spirit guides are trying to show me balance, good, communicative, and air kind of energy, I rather get the Queen of Swords than the King of Swords personally. Not super biased, but like this is how they show me that it's a little bit more of a balanced energy. It's also that the truth is coming from a place with a lot of love and understanding, and I think that's kind of that also speaks to like what you do, like energetically wise. You're a bringer of truth in some kind of way, but you do so with compassion and love and understanding, probably because again of the many things you've lived through, many challenges that you've had to overcome as well. And that Ace of Wands, wow. There's that power coming in. With this Ace of Wands, because usually we just see this, right? That's all we see of that card, like just the Ace of Wands. But getting the full picture of it, it's kind of interesting because now I'm seeing the clouds back there and the clouds here. And now that I'm seeing it like over more of a like zoom out energy, right? Because we're getting a fully scoped kind of view. It's almost like you have been passed, like the baton has been passed to you. There's something about maybe you have gone or excuse me, are about to go through a certain initiation in some kind of way. And this could be very practical in the 3D world, but this feels very much like spirit realm kind of thing. You have gone or you have or will go through an initiation that would maybe help you along in this path of a healer that you have moving forward. But that path definitely feels very spiritual. But like I said, for some of you, it could be something like more 3D, as like quite literally something that we consider already like a normal job to be as a healer. Like I said, like a doctor or a therapist. But again, teacher keeps coming up as well. And that could also be healing in its own kind of way if you think about it. Judgment, more major arcana. Okay. The fact that it's number 20, so 10, 20. Double digits of things could be significant. Look at that, death. Oof. This feels like this right here. This is what you do. Again, you hear the call. You hear the call. Okay, that makes sense too. You hear the call and you change. Oh, you do that so beautifully. It's so effortlessly done. but not to say that it's not traumatic or like a big thing that big things that happen or big cycles that happen in your life, because the Wheel of Fortune is also about cycles and like karmic cycles as well, which again makes sense with Judgment, karmic cycles as well. But yeah, not to take away from your trials, tribulations, and hardships, but again, they want you to know that from the spirit's perspective, and even maybe in the 3D world to people around you, honestly, it looks graceful. Okay, that's what she is. That's what the Queen of Swords is. She is graceful with her sword. She is graceful with her truth, and that includes the truth about who she is as well. Very sure of who she is. So there's something about stepping into that. Okay, the self-esteem makes sense too. All right. Another man on a horse. Well, this was a skull on a horse. Well, a skeleton on a horse, but I don't know why I want to say it like that. Bear with me. Wow. Strength. Not a major arcana. All right. I want to get like the, okay. I want to get the full picture, so I'm going to keep pulling cards here. That's the Page of Swords. I just keep hearing that song again. Okay. If you guys, if there's something about a love connection here, the divine wants to speak about it now for some reason. Because I just keep hearing, you are the love of mine. It's part of that song. I'm in a field of dandelions, wishing on everyone that you would be mine. Okay, yeah. There's this person definitely, okay. You'll know this love reading part of this, or the love message that I'm about to deliver, that I don't even know what it is yet. It's about you or is for you. If this person that you're connected to, that you feel connected to, communicates through songs, or there's a lot of communication in the astral, and there's a lot of communication in the dream state, and there's a lot of communication in like in a spiritual, energetic sense. There's not so much in the physical realm though. There is not any in the physical world, it feels like. There could be something about to come in though, but coming from a page, it could be maybe it's like a little spark of something. I say a little spark and then I get the 10 of Cups. All right, I see you. All right. It's not just a little spark. It could be a little spark that sparks something else. I just keep hearing, again, on a loop. This song is literally playing in my head on a loop. Please go listen to that song, Pawan. If you need to pause the video and come back, I'm okay with that. You just really need to listen to that song. And it's 100%, and I'm hearing right now, verbatim, word for word, coming from this person, okay? And also, if you're the one who has wished upon a star, wished upon dandelions, wished in general for your person or for this specific person, or, you know, the wishes are coming true here with the 10 of Cups. I cannot ignore that. And the fact that it's a 10, it ties me back to, oh my God, okay. Strength is still a little bit out of alignment here. I'm not sure what it means yet. We'll get it though. Maybe it's just that this person is a Leo, and that could be significant here. Thus being, the solar eclipse is happening on the 29th, on 3/29, March 29, 2025. 29, as I look up at the timer now, could be significant as well. But this is, it is significant. That's when this message is coming through. I have the World. Look at this. Wow. The Hermit, the World. Okay, it was these two. I'm sorry. I just kept pulling cards because they look good to me. But definitely March 29th could be very significant. That could be when this truth is coming in. Getting this communication, getting this truth from this person could be the thing that has been wished upon. It's either you both have been wishing for each other to like communicate with one another. Ooh, look who's back here. Another one. Another one. Thank you. And then, oh God. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely someone is, someone's telling you, hey, I got a cup for you because I really like you. And, yeah, so here it is. Like, what do you think about that? And, you know, it's interesting that the communication is coming from like a page energy, but yours, which honestly is such a power move, is coming from the Queen of Swords. It's like, hold up. But then again, you know what? The communication might be coming from, will be coming from like a Page of Swords energy, meaning maybe it's a little bit not as, what is it? It's not as straightforward. It's not as heavy or as serious as maybe this whole situation really is. So it might be just like a way to break the ice is how this coming through, right? But the effort is massive behind it. When I tell you, because you see like it's a page, but like then they really zoomed in when I got the clarifier card on the sword. When I tell you it's no easy feat for this person to also deliver this. Like it's a huge deal for them. Just like I feel like it's a huge deal for you, or, you know, vice versa. Take this as it resonates. Whether it's a huge deal for you to communicate and then a huge deal for them to receive, or it could be a really huge deal for you to receive this communication, even if it's just, like I said, a little icebreaker, as it is for them to deliver it, okay? But again, very divinely guided, of course, because it's being supported by the Eight of Wands, which is communication from the divine, and the Star. It's like a wish fulfillment coming through for you. And I said coming through, but I also mean coming true. Words are hard. We're in Mercury retrograde though, so that's not surprising. However, I will say it is very easy to channel your spirit guides. That could also speak about you and your energy, how easy it is to talk to you, or how easy, oh, you're just so understanding, Pal One. They really want me to just double down on that. You're very understanding, very fair. You're diplomatic. Like I said, you're gentle with your truth, but effective nonetheless. Whew. Yeah, that's all I got for you. I'm going to stop right there. I know it felt like an abrupt stop, but it's not. It just, we're done. It's done. Everything that needed to be said was said. Oh, that feels like this energy. Okay. Thank you so much for trusting me to read for you today. And I hope to see you guys in other readings in the future. Have a good one, Part 1. Hi, Part 2. If you guys picked Strength, this beautiful Strength card, this is going to be your reading. Give me just 1 second. I want to drink some water before I start with you. Okay. And I feel like I also need to burn a little Palo Santo. Part 1 was definitely intense. You guys feel, you guys feel very channel-y is what I want to say. like there's a lot of channels open, there's a lot of tabs open or something like that. That's significant for someone. While I light this little Palo Santo up, I want to mention how I have channeled messages. Oh, the fact that I'm doing this and then it looks like your card. I want you to see the significance in that. Do you see that? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we're already in your energy. I love that. That was so instant. Again, yeah, that's your energy. It's very quick to the point. That's what I'm hearing. That's so funny. All right. Part 2, I have channeled messages, but I want to just give it a little disclaimer. They're not all going to be for you. Maybe they are though. And then it's just more to give others confirmation, or everyone a little bit of confirmation that they are in the right place, reading wise, power wise. And then we'll get into your reading. All right. Let's get into your channeled messages first. Yes, I feel like doing that first. All right. So strength. Strength, like I mentioned in the intro, sometimes is depicted as a number 8 and sometimes it is 11. And in this deck, they chose 11. I'm thinking that's very intentional. Because strength makes me think of hardships, and hardships make me think of when you have the strength to overcome them. You know, they're kind of a teacher, and 11 is a master teacher number in numerology. So it kind of like all ties together. Okay. So siren energy came through for you. Transformation 2025, because obviously like it's the year of the snake. I can't ignore that. It's so like on the nose. The world card for some reason was channeled as well. A little spiral as well, and coming full circle. The song Indigo by Sam Barber and Avery Anna came true as well. You're an awakener of passions is what I also got. And what led me to that was this middle here, and I hope this focuses on it. Yeah, she's lighting like a fire there. So with that imagery, I just hyper focused on it, and the words that came through were awakener of passions, and then dragon energy, starseed energy. You're also a light in the shadows or a beacon of light for others. Those are my channeled messages for you. I'm also called to say 444 could be significant here. All right, before I move on to your cards that I have pre-shuffled, I kind of just want to see what else comes through from here. Obviously, this being, these two beings, are in a cave, but there's water everywhere too. And the more that I look at this, it feels like they're underwater as well, but they're not. But they could be. I think that speaks to you blending energies together. Maybe fire and water are something that I just heard waterbender, which is hilarious. Okay, that's I don't even like look at those like the Avatar cartoons or anything, but I know what that is. Definitely, they also want you to know that you have a very intense aura, because this is a very intense being. Well, obviously the snake is intense as hell. It's intense. But this figure right here, you carry this essence of goddess energy. You carry this essence of you're like an ancestor incarnate right now. You're quite old. You feel very ancient, okay? But yeah, you are the breaker of like, you break certain molds, and in doing so, it's like you're breaking through veils of existence or veils of information for others as well. Wow. Emeralds could be significant, like as a gem, something with a ring maybe, or and a specific necklace. I'm just seeing it. Something's coming through about making sure that when you are doing, some of you who are mystics and you are quite literally, like I said, a waterbender, but in the sense of quite literally you could, and the siren energy would make sense. When you're doing certain rituals, or you're performing rituals, or you're like working on a spell, doing like, there's something about excuse me, I burped twice and it was like confirmation for me. For some reason, it's a little hard to pinpoint how I want to phrase this. For some reason, you would, okay, I'm hearing, you would know what I mean when I kind of explain it. You would know what I mean. There's something about needing to stay grounded and making sure that the energies that you are transmuting and transforming and playing with, something about playing with energy, is not your own, or something about knowing the difference between your energy and that other energy. And this would make sense if you're someone who is working with energy healing, especially if you're working on others. Knowing what is yours and not yours is significant for you, because it helps you not only, again, be that breaker, that opener of the veil for that other person, but it helps you not like get out of that realm with attachments. Again, take that as it resonates. And this is especially true if you do dream work. If you feel like you're someone who in your dream state, let's call it that, not in your dreams, because they're not dreams, you're literally walking other lifetimes. I'm hearing sometimes you're walking other realms. And excuse me, I laughed because I was literally in my head, I was like, okay, I have to give a disclaimer. This is very woo-woo. If it doesn't resonate, it's not for you. But I feel like you already know this. I don't need to over-explain myself, which I like. Okay, let's just roll with that. Yeah, so if you feel like in your dream state, you are actually doing energetic work, astral realm work, spiritual work, this is especially significant for you. First of all, they want to command you. You are super strong, and the strength, it's again coming from a place of you've been through, you feel very anxious, so you've been through a lot and you've done this a lot of times, and that's why you are as powerful, okay, as you are in these other realms and in this realm, okay? But they want you to remember that as a human being, this lifetime, you're experiencing what it means to be human, and humans have limitations. So they're saying there's a need for you to self-care. There's a need for you to cleanse. There's a need for you to differentiate. Again, they want to double down on that phrase. You need to differentiate what is yours and what is not yours, okay? And in the overall sense of things, you might be saying, well, everything is mine because I am everything. And that is so beautiful, Patu. That is how beautiful your energy is, and your aura. You're like, nothing is outside of me. Everything is me. So what are you saying? Well, what I'm saying is, how you know something is yours and not yours is when you're done learning from it, okay? There's a need to like know when to let go as well. And maybe it's not so much of a need, is something that they're pinpointing that you're doing right now, okay? That could also be significant for some of you. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. There you are again saying, I am everything and everything is me. And there's no disconnect between what is not mine or mine. Okay, this is speaking about that feeling of, again, once you recognize what is not yours, it's not about blaming or pinpointing oh, it definitely came from that person. Or I got this energy, observed it, I'm healing it, or I'm breaking it down, transmuting it from this person. Or maybe I shouldn't talk to them because none of that. They don't want you to do any of that, okay? Once you recognize it, quite literally your power is that you alchemize it, period. Move on. Your energy is that strong, you're that powerful. You don't need to like hyperfixate or find or dig it a little any more than that. You just have to recognize it. Wow. Okay. Bluebell Fairy, gratitude with number 6. 6 is a very harmonious energy. It makes me think of the 6 of Pentacles, this card. Bluebells are beautiful. I feel like this is this energy, but alchemized, quite literally, like I was saying, right? It's like you recognize this, and then by recognizing it, you alchemize it right away. So you recognize blame, and you turn it into gratitude. Again, wow, Pal 2. Wow, wow, wow. I said in the intro this was going to be a lot of like me giving you what is it, a lot of compliments, and I hope that I am, even though some stuff seems to be like calling you out a little bit over here, Pal 2, but it's mainly about complimenting you, and you're amazing, and I need you to know that, and your spirit guides need you to know that. You were the only pile that got 2 of these cards. One of them I saw because it flipped over, so I was like, okay, I have to take that. And then the other was face down on top of your pile, so I was like, okay, obviously it's for Pile 2. I don't know which one's which, so I'm gonna just do this to see which one comes first. All right, this is the one that I saw before, 36th, lost in space, needing direction. That is that energy that I was picking up on, of knowing what's yours and not yours, meaning knowing what you are done with, okay, if you want to phrase it that way, knowing what you are done with and learning from, and knowing what is then your energy that you've gotten from that, you've integrated from that lesson, and you move forward with it, okay? That's what literally this is talking about, especially in dreams, especially in your dream state, okay? Something about maybe journaling your dreams will help you differentiate. Journaling your dreams would also help you to make sense of them a little bit easier. Or there's something about grounding your energy, having some kind of ritual around after you wake up, okay? Oh, wow. Drifter. This card in this deck has been trying to be spoken about for like a week. I had pulled it out to do another reading before, but I never filmed it. I might have to. I might just have to focus on this collective because it's been in my energy. All right. Experiencing life as it comes. Yeah. That's also you, though. That is literally your energy as well. You're a drifter. You're a drifter between worlds. You're a drifter between energies. I feel that that's where you thrive, honestly. That's you. You like to be in the mix of things. You like to be in different realms all at once. You like to be underwater, but made of fire. You know what I mean? Like, that's you. You literally part the seas to make way for your path. And it's not just your path. You part the seas. Again, you break through, I keep wanting to say you break through the mold, but you also break through the veils for other people. For some people, you are a spirit guide. And I'm also seeing now Gaia could be a spirit guide for you as well. But this energy is you. You're very, again, your energy is very intense. It's ethereal. And it 100% is ancient as hell. You're old, my friend. You're very old. And that isn't, I'm saying that in the best of ways, because that means your wisdom is beyond, almost beyond this world almost. Wow. Okay. 3 of Cups. Look at you in an orchard and celebrating, having a good time. This makes me think of springtime. So now around the spring equinox could be very significant for you. And the Page of Cups, I actually want to put them over here. The Page of Cups. Ah, you're going somewhere? Through boat, on a boat? Because you're a drifter. There's literally a boat on there. It's a sailboat as well, and this is what this is. And again, it leads me back to like a time period on Earth as well. In this timeline, if you will. Again, like I said, you're very old. Okay. Pirates of the Caribbean is coming through right now for some reason. All right. Let's keep going here. I saw the Six of Cups. Yeah, it is there too. It leads me back to this too. All right. Let's see what else they want you to see about yourself. I think you might struggle a little bit with the imposter syndrome, and it makes sense. You are, again, very capable, very powerful spiritually, not just, maybe you are in a power position already as well in this lifetime, but as a, oh wow, the King and Queen of Cups, interesting, facing each other as well on the split. They wow, that was intense energy. They even interrupted my train of thought. Okay, like I was saying, maybe you are in a power position already in this lifetime, there's a feeling of like not thinking that you've earned this, or not thinking that you're good enough in some kind of way. I'm picking up on that right now for some reason. The Sun, of course. King of Swords. Okay. Five of Pentacles and the Tower. Strength is Leo energy, and Leo is ruled by the Sun. Part two. There is, I'm hearing there's a way to, if you have this feeling that you're here to deliver change in some kind of way, and that feels, that it literally feels that way. Like I want to word it that way because that's what it feels like. Deliver change, a significant change in some kind of way that ultimately helps others, not just when they're going through hardships, and that's literally, these two cards together are like intense right now, but it's a sustainable kind of help is what it feels like. They're saying you're being backed up by spirit about this. It is your highest path in this lifetime, okay? And that leads, okay, that's why the whole thing was coming through. Because when I said you're already in a power position, I was like, I'm not sure what that even means. But obviously, you and the receiving end would know what I mean. But if you are in a position of power where you can alleviate, help, guide others out of hardships, and then again in a sustainable way, not just for them to be able to then, you know, fend on their own, but also for you is sustainable, because you're like, it's not that you know, you have $10 and you give 9 away and keep 1 when actually you needed 11 to survive the next week or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's not putting yourself in a place of lack because you're over giving. No, and it's in a harmonious way. It's in a very give and take, and it's a very symbiotic kind of giving, or helping, I should say. They're saying yes, follow that. There's a lot of happiness. This is the happiest card in the deck, but for you, it feels like your highest path is that. That is how you break some molds, or that is how you break through the veils for others as well. Yeah, that's how you are a bringer of light for others. You quite literally could be bringing in help to someone else specifically, or maybe this is more of a group, or more of like quite literally humanity as well. There's a calling for you. There's a calling that you feel, but you're feeling it because you're being called to it as well, right? You're being asked by these souls that you're probably connected to as well. Okay, that's why that division of know what's yours and not yours is significant too. Because that's how your spirit guides are saying, that's how you recognize the call. That's how you recognize that you are being asked for help by you kind of mending with their energy, mending with maybe their feelings or their struggles. Ooh, wow. This is not easy. This is not something that you do, you know, on a whim either. About too. This, they want you to know that this is something that you have continuously done, and you've like I said, you've mastered it through many, many, many lifetimes. Which is why I say that you're ancient and you're very old. Because I'm seeing such a like a big progression going from the Five of Pentacles, which is, you know, hardship, to the Tower, meaning this is like hardship, sure, but then literally breaking the system completely to rebuild something. And then it's so divinely guided. This is a divine stepping in. This is heavy, like drastic but needed change, needed break of a foundation that no longer is sustainable. Something about sustainability is significant. Maybe you're meant to be helping Mother Earth as well in that sense, helping others with, maybe you're developing systems that are more sustainable than the systems that we have now, and apply that to whatever needs you need to. But oh, maybe some of you is like farming, because I was like, oh, look at you in the orchard. For some reason, I'm also getting like making wine because of the cups, you know, makes me think of like drinking. And that's also kind of like farming, or that's also like a, what is it? It's something that you could apply sustainability to in a sense, which I feel is needed in a lot of aspects in our world, because of how like used we are to like having what we want and then disposing it when we don't want it anymore. Is there something about you make things, you could be someone who makes things, or you're making things not just in a sustainable way, but in a durable way, and apply that to physical objects or physical things that you're doing, or you can apply it to that, like I was saying, the energetic work that you do. Take that as it resonates. Again, we're reading for a collective. Wow. This is something, this kind of inspiration to head this way or do certain things, any of the things that I've mentioned here, whatever it is that applies to you, have probably started back in sorry, I just blanked out. 2023. Yeah, because that was the Chariot year, 2023. And oddly enough, last year was the year of strength, because it was the 8th year, even though it's here, it's 11. But look at that, another night. Yes, this passion came through. This inspiration came through for you. Maybe in the last couple of years, yeah. Maybe you're getting a little bit more clarity. You're getting a little bit more of like the steps forward at this time, or you will soon. Oof. Whatever it is that you're helping here with, definitely feels like a calling of yours, because this is the Wounded Warrior. That makes me think of Chiron, and which you could go see what sign you have on there. But Chiron is your wound, your deep wound that you're here to heal. But in healing it, you help others to do so as well. And it's not necessarily because you actively, you know, help others with this specific thing that you went through, but just by healing yourself. Because again, like you think about, or I was gonna say, like you just said, but I said it, not you. You are everything, and everything is you. So with that logic, Patu, with that beautiful, beautiful logic and way of thinking that you have, way of being, I should say, if you heal something within you, if you break certain systems within you and you rebuild a more sustainable one, you're also passing it on. It's like ripples, you know, it ripples through energy, through time, space. That is very beautiful. That is very, very beautiful. What a beautiful soul you are, quite literally. I'm speechless. You guys are just, I'm just basking in your energy. I am not speechless. I'm just basking in your energy. It feels good to just not talk and just feel it. Does that make sense? That could resonate for some of you as well. Yeah, you're like a breath of fresh air as well. Like I say, you definitely are a breaker of molds. And you're meant to. This is your path. It's giving a lot of Aquarian energy as well. This is definitely Aquarian energy, but yeah, it's giving a generational curse breaker as well. It's giving good energy. I love it. All right. Thank you so much, Paltu, for letting me read for you. I hope this resonated, brought you clarity, or just hyped you up in some kind of way. And thank you for all you do and all you will continue to do for all of us in this world. And I'll see you in other readings. Have a good one. Hi, Pile 3. If you guys picked the High Priestess, this is going to be your reading. 222 is significant for you. Obviously, it's on the nose. It's right there. But I also, when I looked up, it was 10222. So 222 was significant for you. Let me just get a little bit of Palo Santo going here. And then we're going to get into your channeled messages that I have. We're going to channel a little bit more by just looking at the cards, see what comes through. And then I have some oracles, some tarot pre-shuffled. And then I also have my tarot deck to kind of like double down on the messages, if you will. And this is mainly going to be a little bit of like hyping you up a bit. Your spirit guides want you to recognize certain things about yourself that maybe and I just heard you've been putting off. And it's not in a bad sense. It's a good thing. It's good things that you're not recognizing. It's not like, you know, you're putting off healing this or tackling this shadow or whatever. No, it's more of, hey, you've done this. You've aligned to that. You are amazing. Why don't you see it kind of way? All right. Let me get some water. Sorry. I'll tell you something though. Your spirit guides were like at the end of Pile 2 when I was shuffling their cards and getting cards for them, and I was kind of like done with the reading, but I wasn't sure if I was done. This was at the bottom of the deck, and it was like an instant clear communication from your guys saying, okay, Pile 2 is done. Let's get to Pile 3. We're on a schedule. There's something about being on time or in a timely manner. Because I even wanted to look at the time before I started recording your side. Okay, it's 11:47. So it's about to be March 11, 2025. Okay. I don't know why that is significant, but it might be because I'm bringing it up. Pisces season now is coming through as well. All right, pile 3. Jeez, you came in hot with information. That's how your spirit guides are. They're very, gosh, they're so on the money. They're so like, I like them. They're very direct. You got very direct people here trying to speak to you. All right, let's get into your channel messages. Your voice is significant because look at this. This is what drove me to the energy here in the throat. It's like, it's very intense. Yeah, so your voice could be significant. Also, just in general, the things that you need to say or the things that you're saying, the people that you're saying it to, all of that is significant. Mystic, obviously. Ancient Egypt came through as well. The Akashic records or scrolls, and obviously there's a scroll there. Sound waves are significant. You have a very active crown chakra at the moment. The stars and the cosmos are significant. Some of you could be like watching star and cosmos documentaries for some reason, or galaxies, learning about the universe, learning about constellations. The Holy Trinity, or just a Trinity in general, a triangle, is significant. Seeing through the third eye, not through your physical eyes. This is cool too. I got like a little quote, the unseen story keeper. Something about you, prophet, and being a channeler. And obviously take that as it resonates, my friends. But that is cool shit. As a high priestess card though, that makes sense. Of course you are a record keeper. Of course you are a mystic. Of course you are the unseen prophet, the unseen storyteller. There's a lot that the high priestess sees, perceives, is connected to, that never gets seen or heard or experienced by anybody else but her and or them, but also in general never gets shared, because there's something about you thinking there's things that I cannot share because they could not be understood yet, and that comes with wisdom. That's why, again, you are like a silent story keeper. There are things that maybe you've channeled or have written down, or you yourself have done in a magical sense and an alchemist sense, that you've never shared and will never share in this lifetime with anybody. But it's because you're developing certain systems. I think you're a developer of new systems. You're a developer of, in the spirit realm, spiritually, you feel like someone who develops magic. You develop spells. You develop new ways of connecting to the divine. You practice them over and over until you're master at it. And then that ripples out into the collective. Oof, that is very cool. That is very cool. Oh, you also got the moon card. I channeled that for you. So that'll be interesting if it comes out in your reading. Fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. I think fear of the unknown, obviously, and obviously, yeah, fear, a lot of what comes from fear is because of the unknown aspect of it. They're saying there's nothing to fear, again, because you are, like, how do I put it in a plain way? Hold on. So you're the magician, but like, think of like, you are the first magician ever to put this herb and this incantation together, right? But then 30 years after you've discovered that, it's when it actually, the collective recognizes that as a way to do a love spell or something. You know what I mean? Like, you were the first one to put it together, never published it, never put it anywhere. But because you developed it, you anchored that in, it then got rippled into the collective. It got, you know, it's in the Akashic records, and therefore it could be accessed by others, especially if the others that you're meant to help with the systems that you've developed. That is so fucking cool. Okay. I love that I'm channeling all of this. No wonder your guys were like, hello, we're ready to talk to you. All right. Pile 2. My goodness. My goodness. You don't even know. Yeah, I feel like you don't know. You don't know how powerful you are. Right now, I'm speaking to you with my eyes closed. And I feel like you might want to do that whenever you feel like you're ready to channel something. They definitely want you to see with your third eye, with your mind's eye, with your spiritual eye in a way, with your crown, instead of with your physical ones. Especially for those moments when you feel like you can't grasp specifically what you're trying to bring through. Wow. Okay. Daffodil Fairy. 10. A 10 is a 1 and new beginnings. Wow. Yeah. Fairy energy around you. I love that for you too. That is very beautiful. The yellow and the gold is significant too. You have it all over here too. Maybe there's something about the frequency of gold, like the metal itself, that is significant. You might want to look that up. Yeah, because look at this. It's even over here now. And I'm seeing this like a portal or like a dial to something. Ooh, maybe a gold, some kind of gold jewelry or gold amulet or something is significant here for you. You either have one or you will receive one. You will be called to a specific, something specific. And I'm hearing now a little trinket. Something specific could be significant here. That helps you channel. Okay. You know what that makes me feel like doing? Grabbing this stone. So I like labradorite, this specific stone. I had a time in my spiritual journey where I would hold this and like channel with it, and that's what I feel like doing now. So maybe you want to do that as well with something, like I said, a little trinket. Maybe it's a little something like, maybe it's a little tiny gold little what is a necklace thing, like I don't know, something about gold is significant though. All right, okay, let's see what else. A tidy house, a 10 and a 1. Clarity and organization. Okay, this feels like your mind, like I said, your mind's eye wants to be very, very, very present now, or be very recognized in your reality as something that you are capable of using for your advantage. And I'm also hearing it is okay to use your spiritual wisdom for your advantage. That's why you have it. Yes, you're having a human experience. You already have so many limitations as a human. So why not use the magic that you know that you have or possess? Oof. Pile 3, they're really saying, I want you to recognize how much of a high priestess you are. It's again, like I'm seeing, hearing the, hey, wake up, hello. Like your guides were very adamant about me starting your reading. They might be very adamant with you about starting something as well, especially if it's in the what is it, spiritual sense, spiritual business, spiritual healing practice, spiritual whatever it is. There's something very significant and they want you to focus on as well. And if you are focused on something already, they're saying keep doing it. We're here to support you. You are supported. There's nothing to fear in these realms that you're accessing, okay? You're protected. You're good. You're good. Your roots are deep in this earth as well. You're very, very grounded. There's nothing to worry about. Your home is safe, if you need to hear that. You're safe where you are at the moment as well. The clarity you've been seeking, you're in the high priestess moment right now. It's like a little bubble that you're in. It's because you're seeking some kind of clarity. it's coming. And along with the clarity comes new beginnings. It makes me think of ace energy, right? The Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. All of those are coming to mind. Ooh, the Emperor. Okay. I like that. I like that pair with this. So it makes me think very beautiful, beautiful alchemized divine feminine energy and very beautiful and powerful divine masculine energy. And those together feel good. Feels good. It feels like a clash of like power, but not in a clash in a bad way. It feels like clashing to like explode into something else. That new beginning thing. Okay. All right. And the Knight of Swords. Yeah, something's coming in for you. And it's coming in pretty fast. Maybe fast in the sense of the clarity comes in with that Ace of Swords moment is what it feels like, and this guy is carrying it. But in doing so, there's that burst of energy for that new beginning that I was feeling. Part of this new beginning could also mean that you are literally at the precipice of what we all call the integration of the divine masculine and feminine within, like the whole like alchemization balance of that, and your energy being balanced too, because you have the two pillars in the High Priestess. Yeah, I feel like yin and yang. Yeah, dark and light. There's, look at that, doubling down on that. This is coming in fast. Very, very fast. There's this clarity, truth, simplicity of like simplicity of the mind is what I'm hearing. And it's not that your mind is simple. It's more of like seeing things as simple as they are, because you're seeing them in a simple way because of how majestic you are, how powerful you are. It seems easy. It seems so logical. Once you tap into the energy, you channel whatever you need to, or you dream about whatever you need to, the clarity comes in. You know what? This was at the bottom of the deck and I didn't take it, and I should have. And how now it's here again because it wanted to be in the reading. The Devil, Knight of Swords with the Devil is interesting. Because again, it's like pairing up with this one. Definitely testing your resolve, okay, in some kind of way. Well, there's that fear, right? Fear of the unknown. Fear of the unknown in the sense of you don't recognize certain things, or you don't recognize, it could be a certain being that's trying to communicate with you, but also it could be emotions or fears, triggers, wounds that are opening up as you are opening up a little bit more of your energy as well to, again, bring in clarity, bring in the channel things that you need to. Other things obviously filter through or come up because they need to. They need to be alchemized by you. They're saying, don't let that kind of stop you. It's temporary. It's not something that you're in real danger anyways. It maybe just wants to be observed by you as well. Like, it just wants to be looked at and understood. It's not so much about overcoming it or what is that? Okay, let's see. Something about coexisting with with your fears, in the sense of you're scared but you go ahead anyways. That's literally what that feels like. You know what? You're doing it scared, but you're doing it anyways. And they command you for that. And that could apply to some things that you've been through in this lifetime. And that could also apply to some things that you've been through in other lifetimes. Or something that you're about to go through. But then again, you're not worried. she is also a priestess. She's also a high priestess in another kind of way, I guess, because it's the Queen of Wands, but very intuitive, very tapped in as well. The way that she's coming from the Nine of Pentacles sense, which for me is the baby empress energy, but and then it's a queen, but the queen is then looking at the Seven of Pentacles like, well, you know what, even if like I came from this, I am this, but now I have to be like this, it's okay. I know that I can overcome that too. And again, that feels like the devil. It's not something that you need to overcome. It's more of like, you might have some challenges coming up. You might have some things, or you have had challenges and things that you've kind of felt like they were stagnant, keeping you stagnant, keeping you tied down to something, keeping you in some kind of fear or lack mentality. And they're saying you're overcoming it because you're still doing the things that you feel called to do intuitive wise, even though there's certain things in your reality, because these are reality things, these are 3D things, because it's pentacles, that you knew there were kind of obstacles really, but you went ahead and did it anyways. You went ahead and you took your power back, Pile 3, from these challenges. Or, you know, the challenge itself proved you that you had strength, that you had power to overcome it. You are amazing, okay? You're strong and amazing, and they need you to know that. Interesting. I was just thinking of Pile 2, how this card came out with the King of Swords, and here the King of Swords is and the bottom of the deck. A little bit of a sneaky energy coming in here. Another 7 and another 7. 777 can be significant. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this dude out here. I don't know why I'm calling them a dude, but that's what I feel like calling it. Let's see. What else do your spirit guides need you to know about yourself? Yeah, this jumped, and with reason. I like the refocus on you again. Death, of course. Of course. That's the ultimate cycle that I feel like you thrive in, honestly. There you are as the High Priestess. You dig deep. You go to the depths of things. You find the triggers. You find the fears. You gain clarity about them. And then a new beginning happens. Okay? Quite literally. I'm also now the symbolism of being a seed who gets planted. And you're in total darkness. Fear of the unknown, but then you bloom. You know, there's someone on the other end waiting for you to bloom, wanting you to succeed. Oh, that's your spirit, guys. That's so beautiful. Okay, yeah, it's like you're a little seed. You were planted, you know, and you were planted with the complete and utterly like hopeful energy, and like what is it, like with the drive behind you and the expectation on the other end that you will be successful, that you would do the things that you need to do to be able to grow and flourish. And here you are growing and flourishing, and they want you to know that you're doing the things already. You've been doing it, and you've been doing it through your fears. You've pierced through the ground, if you will, okay? You've pierced through the veil for some of you. For a lot of you, actually. Look at that. And you're very, very deserving of the good things that are coming your way because of this, Pile 3. There's a lot of stability that you've grounded into your reality in this, with this new beginning that's coming in. And again, you're always over changing, what is it? I want to say overdoing, but that's not the word. You're ever changing is what I wanted to say. Always growing, always learning, always accepting the things that you cannot change as well. There's something about that kind of resounding wisdom of things will take the curse that they, you know, the time that they take, and everything's working out in my favor is what I'm hearing as well. It pays off. It's paying off. It's paying, again, this is like 3D things, right? So health, wealth, career, family, connections. It's beautiful energy behind all of that. Look at that, the wheel. Wow. The Wheel of Fortune. A 9 and a 9. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Oh, look at that. Daffodils. Wow. The Lovers. Choice. The Lovers. Look at the top of the deck. The Happiest card. The Empress. Told you she was here. Huh. Okay. About 3. Your spirit guides need you to see how resilient, capable, and incredibly lucky in the sense of you make your own luck. You are. You are. They literally, I just heard, tip my hat to you. Like, this is you, what I was picking up on, of you saying, or you working through your fears in the way of like, you know what, I'm scared, but I'm doing it anyways. Literally, it's right here. It's depicted in perfectly. It's also depicted here, and it's also depicted here. Again, you still make the choices to thrive or to strive for better, or just change in general. It doesn't, you don't need to even perceive it as better, you know? It's just change in general. You choose again and again and again. You have a very beautiful energy of breaking boundaries within you and outside of you in some kind of way. But breaking the boundaries in the sense of the things that give you, keep you closed off to your potential, literally, or to your highest good. And you do this, you make these choices, and you move forward in life, and you have been doing so from, they want you to know, from a very balanced and beautiful energy, because this is healer energy right here. I'm trying to think of the angel's name, but I cannot. It's not, what is the name of the angel? It's not Gabriel. It's not, I can't think of it. It's not Michael either. Who is the other one? Oh my goodness. They have like this green energy about them. That's you as well. You have very like beautiful green aura about you too. And I just realized she has a green aura over here too. You're just, you quite literally could, this is, I believe this is Gabriel. Who is this? Oh my God, I cannot believe I don't know the name now. It's gonna kill me. It's gonna kill me. I need to look it up. Hold on a second. Oh my God. It's lit Raphael. Jeez, thank you. 12:12 on my on the time, by the way. It is 12:12 at the moment, meaning midnight. It is Raphael. Yes, that's the angel that's here. Maybe you're connected to that angel. Maybe that name is significant for some of you. Maybe you work with angels. You work with angel magic. You work with green crystals, or green things can be significant. Greenery is significant here. You feel very connected to the earth as well. Mother Gaia could be very significant in your journey too. But also like fire energy is significant. Bees could be significant, I just heard. Okay. Placement wise, like in your chart, they want me to like name things out for some reason. So Aries, this feels very Piscean and Cancer energy to me, but obviously Scorpio is significant because Scorpio's out here too. Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, Sagittarius. I feel like I'm done with your reading, but at the same time, I feel like I want to get one more card from somewhere. I think I'm going to use... Oh, hold on a second. I'm going to use this deck. And I'm going to get a card for you from here. You're so special. I didn't do these to the other piles. Now I feel kind of bad. Look at you at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you work with your heart. That green energy. Ooh, and 4. I like 4. There's... Okay, if your foundation is set in like love and understanding and that kind of energy, of course you're going to thrive. You're doing so amazing. The energy of the heart chakra supports our inner guidance system, which is governed by our heart and capacity to love deeply. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. That ties in together so perfectly. All right, let's shuffle these and get a card for you. This pattern, the flower of life, it's over here too. It's also on my arm, by the way. A little bit of a flex because I love this tattoo. Also, I'll leave my tattoo artist information at the bottom because she deserves a shout out. I love you, Katie. You're amazing. All right. The High Priestess. It feels like the energy that wants to pull a card from here is the High Priestess. I'm hyper focused on it. I just keep looking at the card. I can't stop. So we're just going to say that it's coming from that kind of energy, okay? Which feels like your energy, but they want me to word it that way. Ooh, romantic love. That is interesting. There's that pattern again, though. Okay. The frequency of romantic love supports our experience to know ourselves through the reflection of a conscious lover. Okay. Is there fear? The lovers are out here. So, and its counterpart in the tarot, which is the devil, by the way. You know, keyword counterpart there, but that is interesting. Okay. All right, you're like pile 1. They made me do like a little love reading at the end of that too. Okay. If the fear is around love or romantic love, because they want to be very specific, you're working on being, experiencing life through a lover's experience. But now they want to double down on it and be like, well, it's not just being a lover. They want you to like open up to romantic love as well, pile 3. It might be coming in for you. You might have, as a High Priestess, that would make sense. You've perceived this. You've kind of like foreshadowed it in a way. But they're saying, maybe the foreshadowing that happened just brought up more fears or more confusion for you. They're saying when this opportunity comes in, when this new beginning comes in, along with this clarity that wants to come in as well, which now makes me think that this clarity is coming from a very specific person for you. They're saying, even if you're scared, do it anyways. Meaning, obviously, be safe, right? You know your own limitations. And I'm sure, this would be someone who is highly meant to be in your energy, okay? If it's not someone you want in your life, then don't be with them. But they're saying it's okay to love, to be committed, to experience romantic love, and still have some fears that come up, have some doubts that come up. You'll work through those, is what they're saying. Work through your fears is really what they're saying. To get through, to alchemize them, to understand them, to integrate the lessons, or just kind of like the rewards really that come along with fears and wounds being open, is working through them, okay? I love this for you. Oh, so you're like a lover, but you're like, I'm scared as hell. Okay, well, that's okay. I feel like your spirit guides they're saying you'll be fine. You'll be okay. But they want you to recognize that if it's good and it's meant for you, you're also going to naturally want to work through the things that come up, if that makes sense. Whatever this is, though, it does seem like it's a reward. It feels, I mean, with the 10, another 10, and it's the Wheel of Fortune and the 10 of Pentacles, and then coming from the energy of a Knight of Pentacles, which really it's the slowest moving knight for a reason, because it's the 3D depiction of it, right? The very real world, human world kind of thing. And this feels like every step forward that has led maybe to both of you and this person ending up here, right, was very much thought out, and it was, every step was taken with purpose, really, towards this path together, towards maybe choosing each other. Ooh, this person could be mirroring that back as well. They could also have a lot of wounds around romantic love in general, but probably mainly romantic. All right. Thank you, Pal 3, for letting me read for you. I hope that this resonated and brought you clarity or confirmation. You have a beautiful, beautiful energy. Your spirit guides are so in your corner, and they're so invested, so very much warriors, and like present and wanting to be your champions in a way. And yeah, I love that. You should feel supported and loved, because you are. Again, thank you so much, and I hope to see you in other readings. Bye.